Hey folks, welcome back. I'm a rough Pebble and I am playing some more Songs of Six. Picking up where I left off in the prior episode, things are looking pretty good here. We're in spring of year 4 of our colonies, our little villages development. We currently have the lily pad fishery, which has 16 fishermen in it, and they are wandering these depths and fishing and getting what they can, which is so far so good. We have also built out a large hearth and a large well. We have a wheat field, a grain field, some housing down here, a central warehouse, a speaker, the king's voice, and then a couple more houses and a longhouse here. We've also got a sesame bun shop so that we can take the grain or the king's wheat and put it into the sesame bun shop. And then the royal handy folk who are going to go around, and if we click on them, we can see what their radius is. Okay, they actually cover much of this here, which is good. So far, like all of this here. Great. And we could put more in, which might expand the radius a little bit. Okay. So, that is kind of what's going on. We're currently working on building out an Auroch pasture. We have 5 livestock left from when we started, so we are running low on that. That's because they sort of start deteriorating in the warehouse or really anywhere on the map if they're just laying around. So we need to make sure that we can get that in there. And I just love this game. I mean, it seems so kind of simple on just like the first look, but once you really start paying attention to everything, just all the little details and everything, it's so beautiful. You can see all the little folks sleeping in here with their blankets, all the stone piles that they have from digging out this area from the mountain. Our people are the Dundarians, so they are these folks up here, and they are a sturdy and stubborn folk. So these folks have settled here. This is a really interesting place, and I'm really excited to play it. It's got a pretty sort of isolated area here in this mountain that has a nice valley with some rivers and creeks and things in it, and it's all very fertile land. Quite a lot of fishing. We also have a fair amount of clay and whatnot out here that we can utilize, which I'm looking forward to. Very good. Very good. We also have a patch of mushrooms up here, which is very nice for our people as we start, because they definitely need as much food as possible. Now we have a few more folks that are aspiring immigrants. We're taking such good care of our people that 8 more immigrants would like to join our colony. Now, we do have 9 spare houses. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and authorize all 8 of them. Bring them in. We'll have 16 folks to be able to work on this Auroch pasture. Now, it is going to strain our current food production, but that's okay. That is okay. And if we click on this, we can see what the anticipated production is going to be. So our estimated harvest is 141. So that's good. We'll have 141 more grain than we did the previous winter. And that should allow us to get some bread production going here. Now, we currently have 0 bakers in here. I've pulled everybody because we don't have any grain. So nobody to work in the bakery at this point. But with summer and fall just around the corner, we should have more grain to bake with. Okay. We're at 68.8% cleared here. How many more livestock? 5 still. Okay, good. I think that should be a good start. Now, we're not going to need all the people to work in here at the onset because we're only going to have 5 livestock to take care of, and so we don't need, 16 folks. So we'll need to come up with another job. What next? I think it would be good to continue taking care of our people, so a lavatory. But for a lavatory here, you can see what the cost is. We need wood, and we need furniture. We don't have any furniture, so we'll need to go ahead and take care of that. A hunter would also would require furniture. That's another way to expand our food capacity. So let's think about a carpenter here under crafting. Costs stone and wood, and carves furniture out of wood. Okay. Well, I think we should put that up here for now. Okay, and I think here is fine. No, that is not fine. Well, if we're just trying to go 4 up here. Yes, that is fine, actually. Okay, so we'll do that. Out of stone, good. And this will be a small carpenter up here. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. We'll just have a little bit of storage here. Small workbench. An auxiliary station. Can't stick them in there, but we can stick it along this wall here. And maybe another workbench here. Maybe if I could do a smaller one like this and then just that. Alright, 7 employees. Production 7. I think that seems good. Oh, we need a door. Okay. Let's put the door in here. Yes. Okay, good. And this will ultimately get moved. So this is our starting, this is the initial village, this is our initial downtown. But all of this will, you know, spread out. We'll be all over this map here in a couple episodes. And so, and maybe it's not a couple episodes, but you know what I mean. By the end of this game, we're going to be all over this map, and the things that we start with right now are not going to be a problem. One thing to keep in mind, and we can take a look at this here if I go back to this, is that this produces noise. So it emits noise. Emits noise means that if I look at this, and I don't know if we have anything that would be emitting noise right now anyways, so it's not going to show up. Oh, there is, yeah. This apparently, I guess, is emitting noise. I didn't realize that a warehouse would do that. Good to know. Let me actually take a look at that. Now, it's not a problem for the Dundarians. The Dundarians love noise, so the more sort of production and things that we can get interspersed amongst our buildings here, and all our workshop and those kinds of buildings is totally fine. Let's go ahead and turn this noise off. So you can see the overlay there where the noise is coming from oh yeah, that's the Sesame Bun Shop. That's not the warehouse. Okay, so that makes sense, yes. So this one does emit noise. Currently, no grain. This is still getting worked on. We're at 74.1. Okay. This is getting built very quickly. We just got to chop down the rest of these trees here. Shouldn't take too long. Great. And we're at 76. How many more livestock? Still 5. Okay. So our carpenter is coming up. The pasture is almost done. Hey, kitty. My kitten is so sweet. He loves to cuddle. Oh, and cuddle the mic as well. Bye, buddy. This one's to lay down. Okay, that's good. So, this is nearly done. 50% construction. Did we harvest? Yes, we're harvesting some of the mushrooms. Good. We definitely need some food. We'll have some grain. Yes, we'll hold the grain in here. We'll hold meat in here. We'll hold some of the leather because the Auroch pasture produces leather. And then some furniture as well. And yes, we have 7 folks in here. We don't need that. Let's do 2. I think that's going to be fine. And this will be the home first carpenter. This carpenter is going to focus on producing furniture for our people to use in their homes. We can change recipe here, so if we wanted to, we could produce, and if we had the research and the technology to make weapons, we could use this carpenter to make some blunt weapons, warhammers, or we could use leather in conjunction with stone to produce some shields. Things that we might consider later on down the line. For now, we want to focus on the Auroch pasture, and so I've got most of the folks working in that, which is good. In the warehouse, we already have some furniture set up. That's good. Let's go into access and give them access to furniture as well. What we really need now are a few folks in here, so I think 2 probably makes sense. And start using that grain to produce food. And then this is almost done. How many? 4 livestock. Yeah, it's already deteriorated down to 4. So it's going to be a while before we have this up and running. Even our 16 pop can't support everything here. This requires furniture. Okay, so we're producing furniture now. Alright, and we're at 98.9%. Yeah, finish this up. We've got some fish coming in. Okay, and so this is good. We're at 28 production rate. Consumption is at 19. We seem to be doing fine. We've evened out a little bit, and our pasture is getting built. Very good. Alright. Hopefully nobody gets stuck back here. No, it doesn't look like anybody is going to. And same goes for up here. Please don't get stuck up there. They're busy working on this. Our food is fluctuating. We still have plenty of grain. Good. We have plenty of wood as well. Grain and wood for this. If we had coal, we could produce a little bit. It would use a little bit less, use a little bit more grain, and produce a little bit more food. I mean, you know, it's the same sort of production per grain, but still, you could produce it a little bit more quickly. Alright, and we're at 84% here. 88. Good, and we have 1 day, or yeah, close to, we're going back up here. Alright, and we don't need 15. We'll put 4 in there for now. This will be the north pasture, north pass ranch. North Pass Aruk Ranch. 4 folks working in there. We have the 4 animals in there now. 2 adults. 2 babes. And hopefully that is going to be enough to start growing our animal populations here. Good, good, good. Things are looking very good here. We have... Our food production is up. We will probably run out of grain here soon. I don't think I can support any more villagers. So even though I currently have 8 more folks that want to join, we don't have any housing. So that's maybe something to consider.
Then...
Oops, sorry about that. Camille was calling me. And, my headphones are connected to my Bluetooth audio, and for some reason it just kicks out and starts playing whatever audio I have on my computer, which happens to be Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb, which if you haven't listened to that on audiobook or read that, it's a fantastic book. Fantastic series. Really enjoying it. Let's see, where are we? We need to make sure that this is... Okay, yeah. Unavailable livestock. Yes, we understand that. We can have a max of 39 livestock in here. We just don't have the livestock right now. Now, it will... This place will automatically produce its own livestock, which they can then reinvest into its production. Forest fascination. An ethereal-looking flight of orange-purple pollen from the nearby forest entered your city. While the sight is beautiful and enchanting, the real reason for so many of your subjects being seemingly dumbstruck by it is that inhaling the pollen will cause almost complete paralyzation. Tilapia, which are immune to this phenomenon, are known to lure their enemies into forests when the pollen flights are imminent and massacre them. Oh. Shoot. Affected 38 people. That's alright, so they're just going to be a little bit slower for the season. Still hangs in the air. Oh, I like this. Okay. So they're definitely slower. They're definitely slower, but that's okay. We've got this thing built up. That is going to cause problems for food production. I wish we had a little bit more. A little bit more food. We're down to 41 grain. I think we're anticipating 15 more grain this season. And it would be good to set some of that aside so that we can grow out our fields here. Oh, and there it goes. Okay, so they're back. They're back in business. Okay, so we have 7 folks that don't have much to do right now. Let's go ahead and give them something to do. I think now that we have the furniture, so 1, let's go ahead and put some more folks into here. We'll get a little bit more furniture. We have plenty of wood out here. Lots of wood, as a matter of fact. Still have 4 in here. We haven't produced any livestock, but we have produced a little bit of meat, so that's good too. Yeah, we're at 29.26. Consumption of 19.5 per person. What do I want next? Okay, so a lavatory is probably something that we're gonna need ASAP. I think we want to put one... We should put a mass grave in case anybody passes. I think we'll do that down here for now. Okay. Put a mass grave down here. Let's build some doorways here just to help out with walking. Do this. Okay. There we go. Continue working on that. We still have 4 animals in here, but we've produced a little bit more meat, a little bit of leather. Things that we can do with the leather. Let's see here. This is coming along nicely. Only 8 more anticipated here. But I think we can maybe take some space and just expand this here. I think that'll be good. We still have some grain for a little bit. Yeah. Okay, and there's 22 bread. Oh, okay, yeah, and we can put bread into here. Whoops. There we go, yeah. Go grab the bread. And then, let's think about a market and a food stall. I think a market may be over here. So if we could continue... I think we can just do something. Whoops. Whoops. Continue digging this out here. Dig this out. Once we have the folks able to do it. Where did all of our people go? Oh, they're probably just resting. Yeah, let's give them a break. And you are out of grain here, unavailable grain. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take an off year on the bread production. Because I think we're gonna slowly... Yeah, we have 5 animals now, so our production should slowly start ramping up. Now, there are other ways to ramp up production. One, you can do that through research. You can also do it through either acquiring tools through trade or producing them yourself. And that speeds up all of your... and improves your efficiency on all of your buildings, or the ones that you have the tools assigned to. So there's a lot of different ways of going about this. We still have 7 additional pop here. Let's go ahead and dig out a few more housing spaces like this. Alright, I would put in 2 more here. Now, our people love to live in the mountains, so I like to build little nooks and crannies here for them to live in. And we'll create some other neighborhoods and things like that, a little bit more organic, but this is going to be our main thoroughfare. And then I think we'll have a sort of larger market here. Okay. Very good. We have +5 food here. Oh yeah, +5 days worth of food. Our production rate has reduced, has dropped down because of the lack of our bakers here, but that's okay. We want to finish harvesting here, which should be, yeah, here in the next day or so. We have a lot of folks wanting to join us here, and we will do that. We'll just go ahead and give it some time here. We also want to dig out maybe a little bit more like... Maybe if I put one more of these here, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I mean, you can just dig this all out. You don't need to do that. Do this. Yes, let's dig all of this out. And we can have a little bit of a marketplace over here. Okay. What is this? 7 by 1. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, keep digging into the mountain here. 5 days worth of food stored up. We have 5 animals. Hopefully we get another one soon. 15 food produced so far there. We do have meat storage here. We got more of the mushrooms as well. Fantastic. How much of the furniture have we assigned? Okay, we need 148 and we have 83 produced at this point. There is some that's deteriorating and being used up as well. Okay, great. So far, we've got a nice village coming together here. We've got all of this. I want to refurbish this. Yes. We can expand it down to here. I don't see why not. Okay. Sure, let's just leave a little path here. We can leave that open. No, this is good, I think. An additional 42. It's gonna take a lot to harvest all of this. Maybe not. And we will still have a fair amount of the grain that we can use here. About 50. which is that's some bread. We can actually go ahead and just have one person get in there now and start producing that. And I would even bring in, not 10, maybe 5. New level unlocked, the Amarir. We have the export and the import depots available now. That's good. That's pretty good. Where do we want to put that? And maybe we move this fishery down to just over here to everything, all of this, and we have the loading dock and all of that stuff over here instead of up on this side. And then we can have a road that just cuts across here, and that can be our sort of main road that connects this side with this side. We've got a fair amount of mining opportunities here for the stone and the coal. And the clay is on that side as well. So we'll definitely want to expand in that direction. Now that we've got a little extra grain, let's go ahead and get this set up. Got 13 folks in here, that'll help. You have 63 workload, which is good. That's one way you want to manage how many folks you have in your different work areas. We have 6 animals now. This will continue to go up as we gain more animals, because the amount of folks that we have. Yeah, this is probably going to drop down to around 60. Yeah, this might even just be 63 here. Okay, yeah, with the 6 animals, it's 63. We can look here. This is 100%. We have a lot more grain that's coming in. So we could always just put more folks here to work. Eclipse. Today will be a day without sun. Our priests are busy trying to understand this. It's undoubtedly a message from the gods. The question, is it good or bad? Here we have 42% capacity, 100% workload. Yeah, we have more work for this person than... there's like more things for them to haul than they have the ability to do. And so we could always add more folks to work there. Similarly here, workload quite high. Let's drop down even. Our folks are also getting skilled as they continue to work in this. So all of that is pretty good. We've got 70 fish stored up. Our food production is dropping. That is true. But probably not for too long. It'll stay pretty consistent here for a little bit. Okay, and let's get back to work here. Clear out the rest of this tree line here. It's just taking a little bit of time. It's winter. It's cold. They don't want to do a ton of work right now. Workload is still low. Probably have another animal here in just a moment. And another way to manage your population is to go into here and to auto set it to... So we could do like 48. And it's going to go up to 48. And it's just going to auto manage our population if folks pass away or if they decide to emigrate. The game, or you know, our AI will allow us to sort of auto manage that and bring folks in accordingly and not go over that number. So that's always nice. And what I like about it now, I think that's what's been different in the past, is I wasn't able to just type in the number that I wanted. I think it was just a plus or minus, or maybe it was and I never just picked up on it, but I just realized that you can type it in, so that's really cool. Occupation. There are some... One way to think about work is what folks like to do. So our Dundarians, if we go to this one here, who they prefer in terms of the folks, buildings, what they like to do in terms of employment. So we've got them doing a few things that they don't like farming. Just doesn't really fulfill them. So there's going to be more folks of that doing that. There's, what else do they not like to do? The Auroch pastures, yeah, they don't care for that. So that's one reason why you might consider having multiple populations in your village, or multiple species in your town, is to have different folks specializing in different areas. So that's something we might consider. Obviously, we can see that there is an aspiring immigrant, and we could let any one of them in if we wanted to. But for now, we're going to just stick with the Dundarians. We'll stick with the Dundarians. And what I really like is doing Dundarians and Talapi, so we might bring in one Talapi once we get to population like 100. I don't know, or maybe even now. Maybe now is not a bad time. We could have a small set of houses out here for our Talapi folks. Or even out here. That could be kind of cool. So maybe that's something to consider for our next couple of episodes, is maybe integrating a second population. So the Talapi are much more interested in, they like to do like the farming, I think. No, some of the farming, yeah, the Auroch pastures they like to do. They don't care, they don't hate this stuff here. I think if we were to look at the maybe Crotonians like to do, yeah, the farming. Talapi, and then Garthimi. What are they interested in? Oh, they hate doing all of this stuff, but they love mining. But we also like to mine and produce things. Who likes to do governance or universities? Is that the humans? What do they like to do? Yeah. Okay, well, that's something to explore for next time. With that, I'm going to end this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit subscribe and like. And we'll see each other in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take care.